Welcome back to Nuke Hoax, Venti, Cinco. It seemed wise to me to freeform stream. And some of the... I was going to do a whole stream, Real Science, where we're going to look at the Leslie D'Ambrosia profile of the original Night Stalker and compare it to the known facts of the offender who's since been arrested. But it seems that a bunch of people did this. And I guess really doing it again just allows for a fresh perspective. Featured in this half hour. Kindle. Yeah, I want to find that. The original Night Stalker program that, there's a chat right here. Let's see what that is. See, it claims. Not sure. Before Paul Holes and Mary Hong came back with the information that the EAR was the ONS, there was a television program that aired about the original Night Stalker. And obviously, in that television program, they didn't know yet that he was the EAR, and that, to me, is very interesting, and I want to find that program, because it reminds me of the news article called "Is a Psychopathic Night Stalker Murdering Couples in Their Beds in Southern California?" which happened before the link was made. Realistically, that article came out before anyone knew that those ONS crimes were the same person. And I got a Reddit comment claiming that this little kid, it seems, with long hair, was the EAR. Ridiculous. No. Who is this person? Does he have military experience? Is there any... Oh, he looks like the Ripen Prowler. That's their evidence. You know how many people in that era had long blonde hair? Come on with that. Not the same guy at all. Who is this kid? Does he have military experience? Is he a cop? Which it seems was necessary for the success of the East Area Rapist at that time. So, there's a lot of nonsense online, people claiming that some cases different than we expect, and in the case of the Hurons, his MO is just too recognizable for it to be some blonde kid from the town hall meeting. That's not real science. I wanted to do real science and talk about the ONS profile. I don't even entertain things like that. Stand by. I don't want to entertain stories like that. It's not even ridiculous. It's not even remotely realistic. This little blonde-haired kid from the town hall meeting is the EAR. Really, that kid came in with shoelaces through the sliding glass door. Retarded. Oh, but he was in Michelle McNamara's book. Name one thing that Michelle McNamara got correct. Name one thing. Name one thing that Michelle McNamara got correct in the case. So, How's everyone? What's going on? Remember when we had the cardboard cutouts of different characters? We could do something like that again. In fact, oh my gosh, you keep giving me an idea. Thing is, I don't know if I have any cardboard. You know? And these people will be like, oh, I can name something she got correct. It's the guy from the town hall meeting, 1977. It's like, that's not the official story. And they're like, how dare you? So name one thing that Michelle McNamara got correct. My response will be, that's not the official story. Probably. These same folks will be like, well, you know, someone's going to have to eventually. I don't think it's going to happen in the next couple days, but it's possible in mid to late October, depending how things go. I'd like to do a stream just going through the Quester files with you guys, because I needed an environment where we can just talk openly and freely about what was going on in some very dark cases, and then we can go over Quester files. Because every time I get someone who question, oh, what about this or that thing? It's like, well, just refer to the Quester files. Trabuco does the same thing. And in fact, oh my goodness, where's my phone? Stand by, you guys. I had something to tell you guys in Ear-On's news today. Ear-On's news. It has a jingle. Ear-On's news. Okay. Stand by, folks. Ear-On's news. It has a jingle. In Ear-On's news today. You know. Ear-On's news. Ear-On news. Oops. Whoops. Trabuco is the shit, as usual. It's too long of a file name, but I'll just call it Trabuco. Ear-On's news. It needs to have like a flashing banner. Hold on. I mean, even white's good enough. We'll eventually get a better banner. Iran's news, Iran's news, Iran's news. Okay. I'll leave that banner up, and then we're going to jump into trouble. You go. You ready, motherfuckers? Remember how earlier I was saying that there's plenty of smart detectives and smart people in the world? That there's no reason that Cash Paddle should be the head of the FBI? Here you go. This is from Tribuco. This was posted October 13th, 2015 at 10:04 p.m. So almost 3 years before the arrest of the Irans. I am almost completely convinced the EAR knew about crime scene investigations and how LE did their job. What LE would and would not be looking for, what would be chalked up as a red herring, especially if he knew the LE personnel doing the investigation work. What he could leave them to throw them off his trail, he always disguised his voice. He must have had a distinctive voice or accent, in my opinion. But the only thing he got wrong was that he had a distinctive voice or accent. I mean, D'Angelo's got a recognizable high-pitched California boy voice, but not enough to where I would call it a distinctively recognizable. I think that was more for in case he ever pulled someone over, or he was ever questioned. He didn't want to have the same voice as the EAR, and he did a very good job of disguising that. But I don't think it's because he had a distinctive accent. Everything else he said was spot on, and this is a pattern with Tribuco. This is not the only time that I was saying this earlier. I told you guys Tribuco should be the head of the FBI. I said it 3 hours ago. Or slightly more. So he just calls it again. Tribuco's the shit. Here's Iran's news for the day. Where are we? Said chocolate. Chocolate. Actually, you guys, I'm gonna go make food because this is too much.